Hello again, and we are once again in Customsville, my western town. Hasn't been too much changes when it comes to buildings. I am still working on how I want to build my buildings, and I'm collecting the parts. I have gotten a lot of walls now, like the barricade walls that we have on the fortress, but I don't have any windows and doors yet, so I'm still working on collecting that from Bricklink. But it costs money, and that's something I don't have too much of right now. But I did have enough money to change some base plates, and as you see, there's a much more uniform look to the ground at the town now. It's mostly brown. We have some what I don't know really what if you call it, tan or maybe light brown, yellowish. And we have the blue, but that's going to be there because that's water and beach. And I'm also actually thinking of maybe keeping those green plates there as some green pastures, but I'm a little bit unsure of what to do there, because I might build buildings there and then I would like to have the brown plates. So no matter what I'm ending up doing, I'm going to buy enough brown plates to replace those two if I feel like it. Sorry for that little hiccup. So that's basically the new stuff here in the town. I just had to reorganize some people as I replaced the plates. But I would like to show you one guy. Or actually two. This guy here. It's a little bit darker in here, but this guy is a new deputy. He's a young guy, and he's the deputy of that sheriff over there. I got him in a mixed bag of assorted figures, really. Don't really know which set he is originally from, but he's got a tin star, so I figured he has to be a deputy. And I'm gonna do some changes with these sheriffs and officers here. I'm gonna put the ranger as a ranger and do some other stuff, so I can come back to that when I have more to report. Maybe I'll even build a US Marshal's office or something like that. And let's see, can I get some lights on here? Maybe. Don't think so. No, that's the best lighting we can do. Sorry about that. But I decided these two guys on each side of Lincoln, they're not going to be bad guys. I had the one on the left as a bad guy originally. He was part of the hold-up of the stagecoach in the back there. But no, they are Pinkerton agents, and they are assigned to watching the president. He's going to be the president, and it's going to be around in the town. Maybe he's going to have the top suite in the hotel or something like that when that is ready. This wagon here, it's a little sad sight. I don't know what to do actually to get this canvas standing the way it should do. So if any one of you out there has a tip on how to do it, please let me know. I've thought about spraying on some starch or something like that, but I'm not sure. Maybe I will have to build this little setup inside the wagon so that it holds it up. But tips and tricks, please comment below and help me with that. And you know, I don't actually think that is... Oh, we can take a little trip. I'm also going to say that that's actually all that is for this update, but let's take a trip now that it's light so we can actually see more of it. Indian town, Indian camp. Would love to get some more teepees. I almost won one at an auction, but it got too expensive, so I lost it. And there's going to be a railroad station here, I promise. I'm actually thinking how to do it, trying some ideas in Lego Digital Designer to see how I can do it, because I would really love to have a small but nice station to go along with this here. And maybe if I get to do that, I can have a livery stable around where the wagons and the wagon and the tree is right now. And then I can have the strip of buildings like I talked about earlier. Can I zoom here? Maybe, yeah, I could. I can have the strip of buildings up here, so I can have sort of a main town. Maybe I can make an L of it. We'll see what I'll do, but I would like to have as many buildings as possible, and I like to have as nice buildings as possible. And I have a lot of buildings that I would like to build. Like I talked about before, it's a saloon, hotel. That might actually be the same building. I'm quite sure that will be a saloon with a hotel on top. Maybe a stagecoach depot that might be with the livery stable. I'm gonna replace this bank here with a square sort of bank that actually has walls on all four sides. I would like to get, sorry, I'm wavering a lot with the cam now, but I would like to use the same colors, the light gray bricks and the dark green sort of walls and the white finish, white trim. I would like to do that for the bank. I like the way it looks now. I just think it's stupid to have it as an open building like that, because in my town you can walk around on three sides, so you need to be able to actually have regular buildings. And that's the idea for all my buildings, so that I will build them with four walls, but then I will be able to take out the back wall to move around the things inside, or also to just show you details if something happens inside, and then that might happen in the town, you know. It's a lively town, so things might happen. And I mean, the president over there behind the stagecoach there, he needs to have a room, and well, things, maybe someone will try to assassinate him. We know that happened with Lincoln. Of course, he can't be the real President Lincoln, because he was dead at least 20 years before this town here is before the time period that is depicting this town here. But I still I like that President Lincoln figure. Lincoln is maybe one of my favorite American presidents. Not that I'm American, so I don't have the whole history of all presidents, but I like Lincoln and the way he's described, and I just also like the figure, and with a big hat and things like that, and beard. He looks very nice. So we'll see what we can do. And also I have that spot in here, that little corner spot here. Well, it's not corner spot, but a little square spot. Either I have to cut a brown base to fit that hole, or I have to figure out something to fill it with. Now I was thinking maybe I could do some sort of a water hole or something like that, but I'll see what I think out. I would like to have some, it would be cool actually to have something a little bit different than just the brown plates, because after all it's a piece of the town, but I'll have to see what I can do, because I don't want it to take up too much space, so it has to be something that I can use for along with something else. Not just a hole in the ground that's blue or something. It has to be useful for something, but I'll figure it out. And we'll end up this video with a little zoomed shot of the Fort Legoredo. Let's see if we can do that. Whoa, it doesn't seem like I can zoom with my fingers right now. Oh yeah, here we can. Fort Legoredo. Okay, that's enough rambling for me for today. Next time I hope I will have changed more base plates, because what's left now is cutting base plates to fill the table. Like we have room around here and behind there, and it all has to be covered in plates. So the next time I will cut plates, I know it's somebody frowns on it, but I don't. I think it's necessary evil, but I don't do it more than I have to. Well, see you, have fun, keep building, till the next time.